Are you looking for a platform to modernize your processes and you already have been looking into Skybow, but you wonder, is it really flexible enough for you? Is it powerful enough? Is it scalable enough? Then this video is perfect for you because we dive deep into the capabilities of Skybow, and then you can really decide if it's the perfect solution for you. To begin with, what's actually so special about Skybow Solution Studio? What is so unique? Skybow sits on top of your SharePoint and enhances everything within. What does it actually mean? SharePoint is a perfect data storage, so you can work with the metadata and the files seamlessly. It also has a really high security, so you don't have to worry about security implications, etc. You can basically do everything a modern process needs directly in SharePoint. You can customize your forms, you can build your forms using a drag and drop editor. You can build your actions, so what happens actually after somebody submits a request or a form. You can easily create your actions also just with drag and drop. After you build all your forms and actions together, you have a solution, your custom solution, and you can deploy it to your own SharePoint site. So you always stay in your SharePoint environment, but you can actually use it to modernize your processes. And it's not just for techies. You don't need to code anything. You can also use Skybow as an IT savvy person. You may wonder how you can actually start with Skybow. You have 3 different options. First, you can just register for a 30-day free trial and just try it out yourself. Second, you can book a Skybow low-code academy where we show you in 5 weeks how you can actually build your first processes from scratch. And you learn all the tools within the Skybow Solution Studio, from designing your own forms, to building your first actions, to publishing your solution in your SharePoint environment. The third option is we have an international network of partners all around the world who can actually build your own custom solution from scratch for you. Which processes can you actually digitize with Skybow? Actually, it's basically any process you can imagine. If you think about your business processes right now, there are probably a lot of manual processes after each other. And with Skybow, you can digitize each of these steps and then connect them. You can also enhance them with approvals. You can automate workflows. You can automate document generation so that your process, which is now just a chain of different manual tasks, gets automated completely. So Skybow is perfect for your internal processes where everybody can log in directly using Microsoft 365 and start their workflows right from Teams or SharePoint. Size doesn't matter for Skybow. Even if you're like a small company and just need a simple approval process, you can just build it right away with Skybow. But also for big corporates and enterprises, you can actually build complete solutions which feature all the processes you actually need. Some basic examples would be expense management, contract management, vacancy approvals, but also really specific solutions like a social media planning tool or like a logistics software completely built from scratch in Skybow, or construction, building, digitized. You can pick the processes you currently have, which are completely manual or half digitized, and digitize and automate them completely with Skybow in SharePoint. But what about pricing? It's much simpler than you think. Let's say you are a company with 500 employees, and for your first digital workflow, only for 20 people, it's actually relevant. So you get a license for 20 users, and that's it. No surprises, no extra costs for anything, one price, and you can scale from there. Our mission is that in the end, you only need one platform to digitize everything in your company. So whether you only need a few processes to full solutions, the price won't change at all if you have 10 processes running, 20 processes running, or 100 or even more. is always user-based and a simple pricing. Processes are only useful if users use it regularly. With Skybow, we actually have so many different things in place to make it as smooth as possible for your users to use your new solution. First, your users don't need any new login. They are already logged in through Microsoft 365. So they can directly access your solution. Secondly, they are used to the UI. We don't change the UI much because it's based on SharePoint. So they already know how it looks like, where the buttons are, etc. Thirdly, we have a so-called process tracker. So depending on the process, it's like 4 steps, 5 steps, whatever. They always see in which phase they actually are, what's the next step, how they can get there, and what information is needed. Another great advantage of using Skybow is that you can actually use SharePoint's permission system. So depending on a user role, you can actually show or hide content. You can make content editable or not. And it always logs who does actually what. So it's great for auditing and seeing what has been done by the different users. To sum it all up, using Skybow and working with Skybow solutions doesn't feel like another software. It feels 100% integrated. It feels like you already use the process. And in fact, most customers don't even need an onboarding because it's so easy. To sum it all up, how do you actually know if Skybow is the right tool for you? Are you using Microsoft 365? Do you want to modernize and digitize internal processes? Do you want to integrate all your processes within the tools you already used, Teams, Microsoft Planner, etc.? Then Skybow is the perfect solution for you. Your users are already using the infrastructure of Skybow. Your data is already in SharePoint, and now you only need to connect the dots. And Skybow is the one and only platform to connect all the dots, so you have all your processes within one platform, one simple pricing. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next video.